Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So, we're going to be doing prediction panel. Sorry if I didn't invite you. It's better off when it's quick, and we just got 4 people here, and we're trying to make sure that everybody's decisive. We'll try to swap it up from time to time. If we can get a whole bunch of people that are quick, maybe we'll make it bigger, but for now we're just testing it person by person, and there is going to continue to be pay-per-views. So, and I would hope for WrestleMania that we can have a really big one, maybe long, but I mean with a grand event, it's worthwhile having a really large prediction panel, not of joking people, so we want serious people, but you get my point. Again, I apologize. So, this is for the Tables, Ladders, Chairs pay-per-view, the 3rd annual Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view of 2015, and so you get the point. So we're just going to say the match, and everybody's going to say their opinion, and yeah, worst comes to worst. And with the tournament, we're going to go with the most popular opinion as we move on. So instead of saying semifinalist 1 or semifinal, oh, I didn't slock. Sorry if you get kicked from the server or if it's slocked. So moving on. So we got a very early match between 2 intense rivals, and it's a really intense match. Chad Danger takes on Stardust. Now, when I polled everybody at the arena, it was 9-6 for Chad Danger. So what do you guys think?
I guess I'd say Chad Danger.
Brooke?
Yeah, I'll also say Chad.
I'll say Chad. He's undefeated right now. Boss?
Chad.
Alright. That's 4-0 for Chad. Now, I polled everybody for Dean versus Luke, and it was a 6-6 vote. Nobody could decide. So we'll see what you guys can vote. Dean Cena versus Luke Owens.
I vote Luke.
Brooke?
I also vote Luke. I think he's won before. Again,
I'm gonna vote Luke. I think he keeps coming out on top, but Dean definitely has it in him to win. Boss?
I'm gonna go with Dean.
Alright. I think this is gonna be a close one. I could have easily voted for Dean Cena either way, so either way, it's gonna be a good fight. So 3-1 for Luke Owens. Okay, Kid Jericho takes on DM Punk, Derek, and when we pulled everybody at the arena, it was 11-2 for Kid Jericho. So what do y'all think?
I think don't hit me up for an answer, but Derek's pretty good. Kid's still good, but he's not in his prime type of good. So it's gonna be a chance for someone to actually beat Kids on the pay-per-view. And I think with Derek's fighting style, he can do that. So I'm gonna vote Derek. No offense.
Ooh. Brooke?
I'm probably gonna go Kids, but I wouldn't be surprised if Derek did it.
Alright. I think I'm gonna make Derek tap out that son of a bitch. I'll make him submit to the walls of Jericho, so I'm predicting myself, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. Hashtag not arrogant spiel.
I'm gonna pick Kids.
Alright. 3-1 Kid Jericho. Alright. Next match, when I polled the audience, it was 8-4 for Sting. It is Sting taking on King McIntyre.
Sting. Who is Sting?
Leading suspicion says that it might have something to do with Django, but who knows?
I think King.
Alright. Brooke?
I think King, because if it is Django, he's a little, I mean, he hasn't been wrestling that much lately.
Oh. Yeah, I'm still gonna say Sting's got this. I mean, I hate Sting, he's a terrible fucking person. And honestly, he can burn in hell, but I still think that he'll probably beat King.
Why do you say that?
What? Sting?
You hate?
Motherfucker attacking me with like baseball bats and shit. You think I'm supposed to like him? No. No. He's some anti-corporate face paint wearing freak fucking shit. Definitely selling the storyline. Boss?
Sting.
Alright, you're fired. Alright, so 2-2. Moving forth though, we got Pritaker taking on Kane, or the Ultimate Gamer, but Kane. So when I polled the audience, people thought 8-4 for the Pritaker to retain his streak.
Who's Kane? Who's Kane?
I just notified you, did I not? Got it? I
did. Oh, okay. I think Kane's gonna win.
Alright, Brooke?
I think the Pritaker.
pretty freaking bad, I think, Kane.
You're nice. I think the Pritaker will be able to take him, but it's going to be a good fight. Kane has definitely been able to give him a hell of a fight going into the pay-per-view. I think either way it could go. Boss?
Kane.
Oh, 2-2. Alright. Next, we have a match. He won the N1C. It is for the European Championship. We have Eddie Lesnar taking on Muddy. When I pulled the audience, it was 9-3 for Eddie Lesnar. What do y'all think? Eddie, I know you're good friends with Eddie Lesnar. You talk to him regularly.
Yeah. I've seen him in the ring lately. He's pretty dominant, so I think he's gonna beat Muddy.
Well, it's a good thing that you're watching him in ring, you cheeky pervert. Alright. Moving forward. I think Eddie Lesnar's gonna win, but Muddy's been able to pull some steel victories lately, but I'm still gonna say Eddie. Muddy could do it. Who knows?
Eddie's gonna win.
4-0 for Eddie. Alright. JSK, the Cruiserweight Champion, will take on Unbased Hypnotic or Hypnotic X. When I pulled the audience, people thought JSK was gonna retain with an 8-4 vote.
I guess JSK. Oh.
Brooke?
I think Unbased.
Alright, I think JSK, he's been quite impressive as of late. Boss?
On base.
Ooh, 2-2. Okay, so we have a match for the Outbreak television title. It is between NDD, the Joker, and his #1 contender, who he's giving a rematch to willingly, Dominic. So when I pulled the audience, when I pulled the audience, it was 6-3 for NDD.
Dominate. NDD is freaking terrible.
Brooke?
I'm feeling NDD.
It was a close fight when it happened, and there was some controversial circumstance. I feel like Dominic could pull this back. He's got the will to win there. I'm gonna say Dominic. Boss?
Dominic.
Alright, so what is it? It's 3-1 for Dominic. Alright, so now we're on to the tournament brackets, the quarterfinals. So we got Mud Punk taking on Blazy 10, Unstoppable Ambrose. When I pulled the audience, it was 7-5 for Mud Punk beating Blazy. What do y'all? Mud Punk?
I think Kendall. I think Muddy now. Back then Kendall.
Well, we're counting tonight, so. Alright.
I think Muddy beer people.
I think that Muddy will still win this. I think Kendall has a chance, but I still think Muddy's going to be able to pull this. He's been really practiced up. Boss?
Kendall.
Ooh.
Hey, what if Kendall doesn't come? Will Muddy get a replacement opponent?
No, we're not going to be replacing throughout the tournament.
So he's just gonna get a bye?
If Kendall doesn't come?
Yeah.
I guess so. Well, I guess so. But then he's gonna have to fight someone like K4L. That ain't easy. If Sin doesn't, Sin said he might not come, so he
I'm
might
getting
not
a
be able.
bye. I'm good with that.
We'll give buys if your opponent doesn't come. I do apologize, but
Okay,
we're not going to be replacing.
Try not to come, Sin. Okay.
Because Sin, try not to come. Also, Valerie Kink, it'd be nice if you couldn't either. In fact,
jump
you
off
know
the
what?
bridge so you do not come.
Also, if if the other 7 competitors in the tournament could also not come, that would be just swell. Okay, so sorry, I'm kind of just drawing out because Brooke's AFK right now. So, next match, we have K4L, Creator for Life, KJ Styles, representing the Bullet Club, set to take on Rock the Destroyer, set to take, and he's one half of the tag team champions. When I pulled the audience, it was 9-4 for K4L moving on. Do you think that, I'll ask Eddie, and do you think it'll have an impact on the tag team match later that night? Because they will both be fighting. Eddie?
Is this one even worth asking?
Oh, spicy.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that K4L is going to destroy him, so.
I'll go down to Boss.
K4O.
I think that K4L is gonna win, but I think Rock might have the will to win. I mean, he's been at this for almost 2 years at trying to win the R.C.W title. He's gotta have some fight in him, but I think K4L will come out on top. But any match on this card, expect a miracle. Who knows? Mud Punk might be able to defeat Eddie. Fucking Sin might defeat Eddie. Fucking Pretty might defeat. There's a lot of upsets right now, so we're just waiting for Brooke to come back because she's a little cunt. Really, Brooke? Alright, I might move on to the next one and just... Alright, so, Valerie, it will be taking on Kink McIntyre in the 3rd round. Who do you guys think will win? When I pulled the audience, it was 9-1 for Valerie defeating Kink.
Valerie.
All right, boss.
Valerie.
I think Valerie too. I guess Brooke's not gonna fucking come back. I'll ask her when she gets back. All right, Eddie will take on Sin. When I asked the audience, it was 10-3 for Eddie defeating Sin. Eddie, who do you think is gonna win?
Me.
But you're not in the match. Eddie Lesnar's in the match.
Oh yeah, Eddie Lesnar. He's my favorite pro wrestler.
Jeez, fam, get your shit together. All right, boss.
Eddie Lesnar.
I think Eddie Lesnar as well. All right, so that takes care of the preliminary card. Next on, we have like the mid card, which is like the titles.
Wait. What about you vote? Who's gonna win the tournament?
We still have those coming along.
I'm back.
Oh, okay, Brooke's back. All right,
Okay,
so K4L and Rock.
K4L.
Valerie and Kink.
Valerie.
Eddie or Sin.
Eddie.
All right, so she voted. So pretty much all our decisions were unanimous. So we'll just continue on with the tournament. It's in the mid card, so don't worry. We still have the prediction for everything. Even every round of the tournament will be predicted, Eddie. So don't worry. All right, Bullet Club or the Twins. When we asked the audience, they thought 7-4 for the Bullet Club winning the titles. Eddie.
I think the Bullet Club.
Brooke.
Bullet Club.
I think Bullet Club. It's gonna be a tough fight.
Yeet.
Bullet Club doesn't seem to work too well against teams that actually like work well together. And if the Twins can pull something together, they'll put up at least a fight. I still think Bullet Club will win, but boss.
Bullets Club.
All right, 4-0. Flashing Kills. I think that's their name. Boss and Tom taking on Y3 and Chanel, or Y3 and his. I will actually be deciding who he picks, and it actually has to make sense. So I'm hoping. But when we pulled the audience, it was 11-1 for Boss and Tom winning the title. So what do y'all think, Eddie?
Boston Tom, of course.
Brooke?
Boston Tom.
I think Boss and Tom have got this.
Is it even worth asking, boss?
Exactly.
Alright,
Yeah, he votes Boston Tom.
we'll go with that. Kahlua and Pretty. Kahlua and Pritaker, it was 10-3 when we voted for Kahlua winning the title.
I definitely think Kula.
Brooke?
Yeah, I also think Kahlua.
I've seen Pretty get better, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think Kahlua, but it could go either way. It's worth watching, though. Boss?
Kahlua.
Alright. I still think it's going to be a close fight. Next one's probably, I think, one of the closest fights of the night. One of them. One of the closest surefire matches of the night will be Luke Owens taking on Lord GBL for the Intercontinental title. When we polled the audience, it was 11-4 for Luke Owens winning the title. Who do y'all think?
I think he's been going at this for a while. He's one of the people who deserves it, and I think he can win it. So I'm hoping Luke Owens. I think Luke.
Alright, Brooke?
Yeah, I'm feeling Luke Owens.
Yeah, I'm feeling Luke Owens, and I want Luke Owens because Luke Owens does not have a safety net to fall back on. Grumpy has a rematch clause. Luke has nothing if he can't do it. So I think Luke, and I hope Luke. Nothing personal to Grumpy. Boss?
Luke.
Alright, decisive. Next match, this one's going to be close too. We got Rudy Ballard, the global champion, set to take on Boss Storm for the global championship. When we pulled the audience, this was the only one that I actually predicted what people would predict wrong, and it was 8-5 for Rudy Ballard retaining. So what do y'all think?
Against who?
Boss.
Are they idiots? Are they idiots?
I thought they would say Boss.
Rudy's one of the most overrated, terrible pro wrestlers I think I've ever seen in my life. So I'm definitely saying Boss.
But yet you wrestle with a lot of main fetties. There's a lot of overrated people that
they're all better than Rudy.
But they're more overrated than Rudy.
And better.
But still more overrated. Okay, moving forth, he thinks Boss. Brooke?
I think boss, but I think it'll be close.
Oh, it's gonna be a hell of a match. I think it's gonna be boss by slightly. It's still gonna be a hell of a fight though. Rudy's gonna bring the fight. Boss.
You know, it's gonna clean sweep to me.
Ouch. Ouch. That's rude. Alright,
But it's true.
Alright, we got... Okay, so the semifinals, we'll do it based on what everybody predicted, because I think we all predicted the same things. So, K4L versus Muddy, and everybody thought the same things as us here. So, people thought K4L was going to defeat Muddy with an 8-1 vote in the semifinals. So, who do you think is going to win?
K4L.
Brooke?
I feel K4L.
I still feel K4L. Gonna be a fight though.
K4L is gonna win.
Okay, so we're all in agreement there too. Eddie defeating Valerie in the vote 6-1. So what do you guys think is gonna happen? And we voted the same as the crowd there too. So
I think
yeah.
I'm gonna win.
I think Eddie.
I think Eddie. I think Valerie's still got a while to go before he's considered the guy. Boss.
I want Valerie because that would be good for his career, but I know Eddie's gonna win.
True. Valerie would get a really quick rise from it, but I feel like Eddie's worked at this way too long to fail here. So this match was supposed to happen, and I think it was like 1-0 or 1-1 against them before Valerie DC'd. So we never did get to see the end of this match. So we will officially see a decisive winner at the pay-per-view. All right, moving on to the 3 main events of the card. We have Doder versus Fallon for the Road WWE Championship. When we asked the audience, it was 8-3 for Doder retaining. What do y'all think?
I think Doder's gonna win because Feldman's like Rudy. He's a terrible wrestler. So.
Ouch. Ouches. Brooke?
I think Doder.
Doder's gotten a lot better since he won the title, and he's like, if this was like a month ago, you'd ask me, I would have said Fallon would have taken him easy, but Doder's made a lot of strides towards improvement. I can't really predict this one. I'm gonna say Doder, but I wouldn't be surprised at all by Fallon.
Doder is gonna win.
All right. This one was probably the single most decisive. It didn't have the most yeses, but it actually had no votes for the opposition. So Damon versus Rabbit Angle, Damon Ziggler versus Rabbit Angle for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it was 10-0 against Damon Ziggler.
You mean Damon won the vote?
Or Damon won the vote. Yeah, sorry. Damon won the vote 10-0 against Rabbit Angle.
I mean, they're both good, but like, Rabbit's been working at this longer. And like, can you give me a few seconds on this? Like, I'm scrolling down the wall and I look. Rabbit says this. Damon, you lack self-humility. You're not really an expert in wrestling. You just decided you're one. You haven't been trying as hard as I have for the past 2 years. I have more experience than you ever had, and I'm going to use it to my advantage tonight and beat you to be the biggest phony in pro wrestling history. And I actually agree with him. He has been working at it harder and longer. He has the experience, and Damon's just not. I don't think Damon has what it takes yet.
Alright, so that's a prediction for Rabbit. Brooke?
I think it'll be really close, but I think Damon.
I think it's going to be a close fight, and Rabbit's got the heart, the will to fight this. I just feel like there's, even when it's Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker for Shawn Michaels' career, no matter how much there's just some odds that are just unbeatable. There's almost nobody in pro wrestling, period, that's as quick rising as Damon is, and Damon was, and whatever. It's going to be a hell of a fight, though. This is definitely a dream match, and if Rabbit can get in his element, this is going to be the ultimate dream match. I'm still going to say Damon's going to retain, but it's going to be something worth watching, trust me. So I think Damon.
I want Rabbit to win so much, but I think Damon's going to win.
It would be a really big moment, because like Damon still has his rematch clause, so that's like, it's really nice seeing the contender win, because then there's still a rematch clause to make them have a chance. But like, it's a big moment for Rabbit's career if he can overcome this.
Rabbit, but I think
It's gonna be one of the biggest fights of the night. Like, even the 10-minute Iron Man match is gonna have trouble outshining that. and I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying it will have trouble doing that. It's going to have to live up to the expectations. But without further ado, let's get to the main event. It is the finals of the tournament, decided in R.C.W's first ever world title 10-minute Iron Man match. And with everybody's prediction on this prediction panel and with the audience, both groups of people thought that the final two would be Eddie Lesnar set to take on KJ Styles K4L in the 10-minute Iron Man match. And they have a lot of history dating back to almost 365 days ago for their first world title match against each other for the World Heavyweight Championship. And the fact of the matter is, Eddie Lesnar has never lost to K4L for a world title, so we'll see if that can still remain. The audience thought 7-4 for K4 or 7-4, sorry, for Eddie Lesnar defeating K4L in the 10-minute Iron Man match. It's going to be a hell of a fight, and whoever wins it will definitely deserve it, whether it's Eddie, K4L, or any of the other 6 competitors. So, Eddie, let's get your prediction.
I honestly can't say. Like, our matches are too close. Like, I mean, I've won the most recently, but I still can't say. Like, I think I can do it because I'm always able to outdo him when it comes to when it matters most. I think it's gonna be close.
It's going to be close, yeah. Brooke?
I think Eddie, but I think it's gonna be like really close and stuff.
I think Eddie, but the beautiful thing about an Iron Man is that while some falls can be 2-1 and it really doesn't mean anything, or some matches can be 2-1 and it doesn't really mean much, it can be 3-2, it doesn't really mean much, but this could be a score like 15-14, it could be 20-21, it could be a huge score, and the closer it is, the better. And I think this is going to be within a few points of each other, no doubt. But I think that Eddie Lesnar is going to come out slightly on top. But I would not be at all surprised by K4L.
You know what would be cool if it went into sudden death mode. If we were tied up like 8-8 and it like went into